Hello and welcome to Thrift Sell Thrift. This is what we're looking at today. I have this and then a little bit of Playmobil that I will show a brief picture of right here because it's just easier because it's all set out. But yeah, this is the thrift haul. I'm gonna guess that it's about between $300 and $400 worth of profit. It's a wide variety of things, and I will explain how I think I'm gonna get that sort of profit out of it on this video, so stay tuned. Howdy, welcome to Thrift Sell Thrift. Today I'm going to show you a haul, but I'm going to start out with a few things that sold recently that I think are worth mentioning because for the amount of money that I pay for them and then the amount of money that they sell for, it's pretty wild how much profit you can make off of such small things. This first one is a Five Nights at Freddy's figure. It's like this big. They made a whole bunch of them. One time I found a whole bunch of them, and I've been just slowly selling them off. This one I probably paid, let's say a quarter, and it sold for $8.99. So that's really good profit. The next piece is a is a knockoff Transformer. When I found it, I just thought, oh, this is kind of silly looking. It's just this, it was just like this little egg that I could see had little fold out parts. And it basically is just this little egg type thing that folds out into a zebra. It's ridiculous. But Transformers made something very similar, and at the time, probably, another toy company made something trying to be like the Transformers and made these. And people that collect toys like knockoffs, so they liked this one. This one took a little bit of time to sell, but it sold for $30. And again, it's just this little light thing that I probably only paid a quarter for. So that time, a quarter into $30 is crazy profit margin. This last one surprised me because it's an incomplete Transformer. It was a bigger piece, so I paid a little bit more money for it. It's probably like this, and it's got a bunch of moving parts, and it's a garbage truck, so there's a lot to it. So it's a little bit bigger. I probably paid, let's say, $1 for it in terms of weight, and it sold for $50. It's part of a bunch of Transformers, I think, from an animated series that they made. And the look of them is very different. And so this one, for whatever reason, was a good one, and it sold for $50. It's just incredible, $1 into $50. So I thought those would be worth mentioning to start off with. I have a thrift haul, showed a little bit of it. It is such a ridiculously random variety of stuff, this one, that I thought I'm just going to show it, just everything that I found. I mentioned and showed briefly that Playmobil was in there. Normally, I don't pick up Playmobil things other than the figures. The figures are often what I'll find in those toy bags that I mentioned. And I'll basically pick up the figure if I find 1, 2, 3, how many ever, and then I'll lot them up and I'll sell them. Generally speaking, it seems to me, if I remember right, they go for about $1 a piece. So if I get like 75 of them, 100 of them, I'll lot them up, put them for $75 or $100, and they usually sell just like that. Just, it doesn't take long. It doesn't seem like, I don't remember ever thinking, oh man, those Playmobil took forever to sell, but they sell for around $1 a piece, if I remember right. And so I say all that to emphasize that I normally don't buy sets, but some sets are, for whatever reason, really good. And these two that I'm showing, it's a cargo ship and a cargo ship container gantry crane thing. I have them listed right now. I have the crane thing just by itself listed for $59, I think, and I have the cargo ship listed for $79, if I remember right. I'll show my listings, and I think I'll get at least $50 out of both of those things. I started high on them because the sets themselves are very high to buy them complete. Over $200 for one and $200 for the other, for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe because it's such cool subject matter to be able to play with and set up and or look at. I don't know, but I thought I'd start high, and I think realistically speaking, I should get at least $25 profit out of each of those pieces. So it pays for this haul. I'm going to put that right there. We're going to start at $0, and I'm going to start showing you the rest of the stuff. Real quick, I'm just going to start off with a big thing here. This is a Nash skateboard. It is, some of the Nash skateboards are really good. If it says Nash red line down here, those ones I'm seeing are going for over $100. When I was skateboarding in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s probably, these were the garbage boards that you bought at, Kmart or whatever. So to see that they now, how many ever years later, are selling for over $100, I mean, it's nuts to me. I get it, because people want to put like on their wall of timeline of skateboards, they want to have 80s and 90s represented in their collection. So I get it, but it is just wild to me that they sell for as much as they do. This one here, the graphic is not great. It doesn't say red line on it. There is a sale of this one for $65. I'd be happy to get $65, but conservatively, I'm gonna call it $35. So that's where we start, $35 in the profit. And then just to knock them out really quick, I'll just show a couple of things. Again, the little things. I think I already sold one of this exact one for $7. So like 10 cents into $7. Should be good. I got this cute little guy. I have no idea what it is. I just thought it was super cute. So I got it for Tula. It's a little keychain thing, a cat wearing a ghost costume. Absolutely adorable. I'm going to just be going super random here, so I'll do some clothes and then some things. This is a Snoopy Yacht Club, Tulsa Yacht Club. The tag on it is really old. It's hard to show from there, but it says Artex, made in USA. I don't know what year this is, but it is single stitch, and it does say 1971 on the print. It is a very fun print. I will put a high dollar on it because the Peanuts stuff, the Snoopy stuff, for some collectors, certain pieces are considered very valuable. I don't know that this one will sell and be very valuable, but that's where I'm going to start at it. I'm going to hope that it's going to be very valuable. I'm probably going to put it up for $75. I'll say conservatively, though, that I'm going to count it towards my count here. Because it's so cool, I think I will count it as $50. I'll let it sit around until someone's willing to pay $50 for it. So that's pretty cool. That was fun to find. I found it in a bin full of clothes nobody wants. And it was all the way at the bottom, folded nice and neat, looking really sharp all the way at the bottom. I picked up two pairs actually, of these Ariat kids jeans. I want to say kids because they're small and they're size 12. I picked up two of them. 1, 2, and I'm probably gonna lot them together. It looks like a lot of other Ariat jeans on videos, I've considered them a $20 bill. It looks like these are the same thing. Even though they're kids jeans, they still go for a fairly decent amount. I'm gonna call these though. I'm gonna lot them, and I'm gonna put probably $45 for both of them, and I'll probably take like 25. So I'm just gonna call them 25 for now. If they go for more than that, bonus. But yeah, I'll probably just call them 25 right now in the count. These are Abercrombie and Fitch baggy jeans. I didn't look them up. I have no idea if they're good, but I'm gonna call them $20 just because they're Abercrombie and Fitch and they're in really good shape, and baggy jeans seem to be really good right now. So I'm gonna call those $20. This next piece is new with tags. It is Joseph A. Bank, and it's like a fleece, a quilted fleece. It's really nice, like a quilted fleece shirt. I don't know what the value is on it, but I think it should be around 20 bucks. I'll call it, just to be conservative, I'll call it $10 though. And then a couple more things real quick I can just show real quick are, I bought a bunch of empty PS2 cases, but the reason that I bought them is because they have manuals in them, and some even, like this one has a poster in it. And I know that sometimes the little inserts and stuff, especially if it's a poster, can be really good. So I thought I would look up which ones are good. Some are just the case, some are and some are for games that I think I recognize as being really good. So some have the manual. This one has a Halo manual in it. So I grab them just to sell, basically to sell the empty cases. They usually go for like $1 a piece, I think. Nothing high dollar or anything, but some of them have the manual in them. So I thought I would grab them just to add to my weight so that I get the price break, and to be able to sell quickly, maybe even take to the video game store and just trade them in for value. And then I got Toots a little Alice in Wonderland, like collector edition type DVD. I might give that to her for Christmas, so if she watches this video, don't watch this video, Toots. Anyways, more stuff. A cool little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Christmas ornament. Forgot my brain there for a minute. Speaking of Christmas ornaments, at the end of this video, I have some super old, they're right there. I'm just going to wait until the end because they're the best thing, and they're going to add the biggest chunk of value to the counter. But I'm going to count this little guy, 10 bucks. I might put him on archery, but I think we already have that one. But anyways, yeah, these are 3 Enesco Foundations Angel ornaments. There's 3 in here, and they seem to go for about $10 a piece. I'm going to lot these guys up for $10 to $15 a piece is what they sell for. I'm going to lot these guys up for under the value of what, 40, 15, 45. I'm probably going to lot them up for like $35, $40, and then hope to get like $20, $25 out of them. So I'll call them $20 for the counter. I don't know what the counter is going to be. I don't know what the value of this is going to be. I think I started off saying I think it's maybe around between 300 and 400. That might be a little bit. It might be a little bit lesser, based on the piles that I'm looking at here. So then the other thing that I got is 3 sets of these smaller plates. They're listed on eBay right now. This one's got 4 actually, and this one's got 3. Listed on eBay right now. There's lots of these, I want to say George Braid plates. All right, and they got this really cool design on them. They're all the same as I'm looking at them, and they're lotted up. There are sales. Sometimes a plate will go for like $6, one plate, and sometimes it'll be a couple for 20 or 3 for 20. So there's kind of a variety going on. I will lot these like plates up, these 4. I'll probably lot them up for 25 bucks. Hope to get 15, and then I'll probably lot these 3 up for 25 bucks, and again hope to get 15. So conservatively, we'll call that another $30. Got some Christmas ornaments, maybe for the kids to paint. I took pictures of these. If they're old, I'll probably sell them, but otherwise I'll let the kids paint them maybe if they want to. Just to put everything that's in the value of the $50. And it seems ridiculous to people sometimes, but I consider it a big value to be able to get other things other than the profit that I'm looking for. And a couple of them foot cushions, very important for spending too much time in the thrift. So I got some free foot cushions there for my shoes. Got Lucas a book. I think it might be, I don't know. He might not like it. He's kind of picky when it comes to books, but it looks like it's in the same vein of a lot of the stuff that he already reads. I got wrapping paper, Christmas wrapping paper, so if I want to use it for wrapping presents, I can, but oftentimes I use it in shipping to fill the space of the, the box so that it can not wiggle stuff around, and it ends up working out really well. And it's kind of free because I'm making profit from selling the other things in this haul, and so it's kind of free. So it becomes shipping material that ends up being very useful. I got these 2 old hats. I'm not going to call these any money, but they are old, and oftentimes old hats can be really good. I don't know why I got these. I just got them because I kind of been thinking the people that sell hats are really onto something, because they're so lightweight and they can be really good profit. I'm not going to call these any money in the counter, but I bet I could get $5 each for these easily. The next thing that will go into the counter, though, are these 70s button-up polyester shirts. The brands are Sears is this one. And I think these guys, they're just so sharp that I think I could easily list these for $30 and get 20 out of them. They're both kind of fun patterns, and they're so clean and sharp that the people that style themselves up like this probably would really like that. So we'll call that $20. And then this next one's pretty neat too. This one is Arrow, and it's got the big old collar, and it's got the buttons, and it's almost like polka dots, but it's not. It's almost like kind of a crest, whole bunch of little crest shaped things. Very clean and sharp pieces that I'm gonna call both $20 each. These here I've been picking up when they're super cute, but this is like a granny sweater with flowers on it. The graphic is the puff paint stuff. It's really crisp, and then it's got the little collar on it. They're super adorable. Anytime I see one that's kind of fun, I pick it up. People aren't really going crazy for them, but there are some people that really like them. So I call them, generally speaking, I call them a 20 bucks. And when they're very fun colors or very fun subject matter, I have a few that were birds that sold really well. I know there's a lot of people that love birds, and get excited about that sort of thing. These ones are flowers. I feel like the same sort of situation. There's a lot of people that really love flowers. This sweater, these are one of the ones that I wish would just take off. Like, I wish one of the cool kids or whatever that make the videos about vintage clothes would really hype them up, because so many come to our thrift that we'd be making a fortune. This one is an Izod. I don't know what you call this, but it's really super solid. I might even wear this myself, but I think it's worth probably 30 bucks. It's very tight knit. It's a sweater, I guess it's a sweater, but it's kind of made up like a fleece. It's full zip, and it's just really, you can just feel the quality. Very well made. I can't tell if it's vintage or not by the tag, and I don't know if Izod is even still making clothes, but it's really sharp. I might wear that for myself, I don't know. We're starting to get down to the last bits. That Izod, if I don't wear it myself, I'll call that probably 30 bucks on the counter. This second to last piece is American Eagle, super stretch, corduroy, kids. I'm gonna call that 10 bucks. I just got those because I needed weight, and they were they're pretty much brand new. Yeah, I needed weight. I had to put my phone on the scale. I've bought my phone 20 times or so, 24 times or so. These last ones, the last item that I'm going to show, this is the big dollar item that helped me know I was going to be able to pay for everything easily in terms of profit. A lot of this stuff, it'll take a little bit of time to sell, but these things, especially this time of year, these are the things that are going to be able to sell pretty easily. And these ones look to be pretty special. I was looking them up, and they are in a shiny bright box, but I don't know that they're shiny bright. There's just such a wide variety of stuff in here. And the boxes themselves, usually they'll have one ornament in each piece. And these ones were like, this seems like it was somebody's collection of a variety of different companies or whatever. There's some writing on the little metal pieces there, so I do have to look that stuff up. But I took a few pictures of them, and certain ones and certain shapes are really, really good. And so this is, I'll show you a few of the shapes, like a little pine cone there. I have a few that are little pine cones in there. I have a few that are little barrels with a star on them. And I looked some of these guys up, and there's a little round one here with a little star on it. And I looked some of these up, and they're a name kept coming up, Krugel, being very valuable. And some of them, just one ornament could go for $10, $20, $30. And so what I'm gonna do is lot these ones up like ornaments, and there's probably 3 or 4 lots in here, and I'm gonna lot them up 3 ornaments, and I'm probably gonna put $40 on each lot. And so out of this one here, that one's like a little strawberry, and I have 3, maybe 4 strawberries in there. And then there's these other little guys that are just a little bit thicker glass, but they have like a design on them. Just very cool. They're very delicate, so I'm trying to be careful with them. I don't want to tip them too much, but there's a bunch in there. And I'm probably going to have at least 4 lots. Some of the more simple ones, but that are still good though. This little bell. I'm probably going to have, there's a few bells in there. I'm going to have, out of just this box, I'm going to have 4 lots that I'm going to list at $40 each, is what I figure. 4, maybe 5 even. But let's just, for the count's sake and to be conservative, I'm going to say there's going to be 4 lots. I'm going to list them for $40, and I'm probably going to be happy to get $20 per lot. Now, I do think that they will sell for more, that they'll sell for around full price. But just for the counter, I'm gonna, to be conservative, call them $20 per lot. So 4, that's $80 that we're gonna add to the counter off of this box right here. And then these next ones are actually, they look older than the ones that I just pulled up. And they are this sort of style that is very sought after amongst collectors. These, look to be hand painted. They have the little, I forget what you call it. I was just looking them up, but I forgot what you call it. The way that it tucks in there. I bet these look amazing when a light is hitting them. I've never put these sorts of ornaments on my tree before. We do have glass ornaments, but not like ones like this. But they all have the little indent going in. This one doesn't, I'm noticing. This one's got a little snowman on it. That almost looks like a kid painted it on there, but the rest of them are this indent, and that's a good thing in the world of ornaments. This one doesn't seem to have one, but that looks pretty cool. It's got these ones I might sell individually. I might try to sell them $10, $20 each. So 1, 2, what is there, 12 here? 12 ornaments. This one doesn't really count. This one's kind of random. So 11 ornaments that I'm gonna, let's say, sell for, even if I end up lotting them up, I'm not totally certain yet, but even if I end up lotting them up, I think conservatively I could probably get at least, 10, 20, what did I say, $110 at $10 each. I think conservatively, I think that's actually conservative now that I'm saying it all out loud. But I'm going to say, to be even more on the safe side in terms of what I'm counting as profit over here, I'm just going to call them 75 bucks. I think I'm going to make more than that on these. They're so pretty, and they're so, I mean, look at the color on that, and then it's got the little, I might look these up and find out like exactly when I start shooting pictures at them, and finding on, I might find that, oh, that color's really rare. I think I was learning already that the cobalt blue is a very special color to find. But I mean, even this one looks crazy, this little tangerine. I don't know. I might find out that they're 50 bucks a pop. I don't know. But I think conservatively, for the time being, I'll call this box $75. So I don't know what the counter's at. I never really added up beforehand. I feel like it's probably pretty solid. I feel like that was, I walked out having paid $50. I got some stuff for the kids. I got some stuff for around the house, some stuff to help me shipping. I got some stuff that will sell for sure and put us in the profit. And then I got some stuff that's gonna take a little bit to sell. And then I got some stuff that's pretty crazy that might end up being way more profit than I have showing right here. But what's showing right here is good for having spent $50. I'm sure of it. Just as sure as I make these videos, I don't think I'd make these videos if it wasn't going so well and I didn't feel so great about what I'm doing. That's part of why I'm making these videos, is to be able to catalog what has been going on and look back and remember and be able to catch up and know, and when things seem like they're not as good as they were, or maybe aren't going as well as it seems like they should, these videos help remind me that it all adds up. It all adds up, and it ends up being so unbelievable that I just feel so lucky to be doing it. And anyways, if you like this kind of stuff, I'm gonna get mushy. Anyways, you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. If you made it this far, you see probably that the Christmas ornaments, definitely pay for everything. Even if I don't sell any of this other stuff, the Christmas ornaments are everything in this haul. There was moments in the thrift where I was like, I should just take those Christmas ornaments and walk away, because I ended up being there for just a little over 3 hours. But for 3 hours worth of work to make this much money, it always ends up being worth it. It's very rare that I walk out of there after spending 3 hours there anyways, with little to show for it. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.